Okay, so start recording and has a timer. Okay, hi folks. Thanks for streaming. This episode of Yumio to Ohanashi features a level 5 certified teaching English as a second language instructor, Allison Click from Alabama, and soon to be moving to France. Thanks for joining here, Allison. So can you briefly introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Allison Click, as you said. I am from Alabama, not happy about it all the time. And soon I will be moving to France around the Paris region.
Paris.
I have been teaching English as a foreign and second language for about 4 years now.
4 years. Oh, I see. That sounds pretty good. And well, according to your Twitter, your Twexter, we say profile, you were born in 1995. So wow, I mean, I was 19 at the time as Tokyo's Open University freshman. So well, I hope I don't creep you out. Like, yeah, was Kimoy or something like that. So okay. Okay, so Alison, yes.
I go crazy because lots of my students are super young and it's like, oh my gosh, you were born when? 2005? I'm like, oh.
Far away. So, first of all, can you share your latest accomplishment or your temporary goals that you'd like to reach?
Yes. So I really found a passion in course development in the earlier part of this year, like creating courses for people to learn with, me to teach with, other teachers to teach with, possibly. And my latest goal is to develop individualized courses that can be adapted for all different kinds of students with different learning goals. Some people are more focused on their speaking in casual conversation. Some are more focused on business. There's also, teaching children is a completely different experience, keeping their attention. So that is my goal. As for an accomplishment, there's nothing like, I've been teaching one student for almost 3 years now. I've taken him from learning the alphabet to like reading whole articles. And every time I see him, I'm just like, I'm so proud of you.
That's very good. So you have the royal student for you and also teaching program. So even though you move to France, you're going to continue your work, right?
Absolutely. I have a passion for language learning and teaching. I had a French teacher in high school who basically changed my life. And I loved learning French. When I got older, I was like, I want to learn Japanese. And then I kind of fell into teaching English.
I see. So can you name your recommended 3 books that you quickly
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to go from most normal to least normal. The Road by Cormac McCarthy is definitely one of my favorites. I think for like a contemporary like master, like his prose is amazing. I have such a soft spot for The Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. And as for least normal, Yumio-san, me and your wife love this one. The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, or here, it's the Maodo Zushi. I probably butchered the Chinese name, but it is a Chinese like wuxia novel.
I see. Yes, the kind of interesting ones divided into 3 different authors. And how about your favorite films, TV, music, or any type of audiovisual entertainment?
Absolutely. So, recently I watched Midnight Mass for the first time, and I adored it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Maybe that comes back to the vampire thing. I'm really into Otome games to play on my Switch and my phone. As for movies, August in the Water is a Japanese film that I adore.
I see Japanese films. I see. And how about regarding Japan? Are you interested in Japanese culture? And which one do you want to deep dive?
I'm definitely what the kids call an otaku. I have been since I was in middle school.
Middle school.
I was really into Sailor Moon, still into Sailor Moon, if I'm being honest. While I was focused more on watching anime as a teenager, I found myself gravitating more towards manga as an adult. Manga and games, I guess it feels like I can do it on my own time. As for a deep dive, I really love horror manga.
J horrors, regarding those grudge or curse. Japanese horrors are pretty unique, and that's why it entices American people, because why these evil spirits stay in one place and such and such. So
I love.
yes. So do you like those Itoh Junji things that you can see on Netflix?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Of course, like Junji Ito is like the greatest of all time, but like The Wandering Classroom is also a great one. I remember the first time I read The Enigma of Amigara Fault by Junji Ito. It's a one-shot, and it kept me up. I was so viscerally afraid of it, but I loved it. Like having such a reaction to a piece of writing, even if it's like me becoming like, oh, I love it. Anything that can make me feel something like that is amazing.
Japanese horrors are not very physical compared to America. American horrors are more physical, but Japanese are kind of mental thing. So, what is your overall image of native Japanese speakers? Because you need to be polite, because Japanese people often perplex English-speaking people by acting very strange. So.
I don't necessarily. I'm going to tell you, most of my experience right now, working where I work, I interact with children. And they're kids. Kids are kids. They are very similar. I love them dearly. They're very polite. As for my image for overall, my image of Japanese speakers is that there's the politeness there. Whether or not it's genuine is not really a concern of mine, because I appreciate the politeness, and I think they're lovely people. When you meet them on the surface level, it's always very nice. They're always very kind.
And but be aware of the people in Kyoto, because people in Kyoto, they kind of are smiling outside, raising inside. So, and Osaka people are different. They act very rude, but inside of they're very kind of nice and okay. So have you experienced communicating with Japanese speakers? Yes, you could have a lot of experience. So
I do.
Yes,
absolutely have a lot of experience. That is my job right now. Completely 100% of my job comes with communicating with Japanese speakers, the children, and sometimes their parents. The moms love me. Japanese moms love me for some reason. They're so sweet. They're always a lot of fun. I think that it is really easy for me to find common interests with people, and I love having people talk about their interests. So that's what I try to dig into when I'm interacting with my students. I'm like, what do you like? What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? Let's get into that, because I find it's most easy for people to talk about things they like.
Yes, that's the one common ground, and that's why when I do this interview, we always try to find a common ground first, and we kind of laugh together and chat together. So, and how about any favorite Japanese anime and manga? Please don't go wrong. too long.
Don't worry, I have condensed my list. As for anime, Frieren has been amazing. Chainsaw Man. Those are probably my two favorite, recent ones. All-time favorites: Fruits Basket, Sailor Moon, Fullmetal Alchemist, Haikyuu, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice. So yes, my wife and I enjoy Yuri on Ice very much. So what do you think of the final episode? Did Yuri kiss the Russian guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think I thought it was genuinely the progression of that romance was so natural.
Yeah, I remember.
I thought it was very, very natural. I thought it was very I love sports anime. And they've always had that kind of little dangling in front of your head, oh, they're just really good friends, to get all the little girlies to.
Yeah,
but
like Haikyuu too. Haikyuu has lots of those guy and guy friendships.
But what was so nice about it, to see it develop so naturally and have them actually let it happen between the two characters that have such a deep bond and obviously care a lot about each other.
So how about what is your anime character crush?
When I was 14 years old, I convinced myself I was Sailor Moon, and I was waiting for Mamoru Chiba, Tuxedo Mask, to whisk me away. So
Tuxedo Kamen. Yes, that guy was very mysterious, and even though it was actually anime was shown in 1995 in Japan, and yes, Tuxedo Kamen immediately got the attention of the girls, and I see. So yes, that's kind of the. So what do you think of a new Sailor Moon, new version of Sailor Moon? Did you watch it?
Yes. Okay. So I grew up watching the original, and I watched it as a adult-ish person as well. I think Sailor Moon Crystal is an awesome retelling of the manga panel by panel, and really is faithful to the manga. But I love the 90s slice of life kind of vibe in the original anime. I also love the like painted backgrounds of like the city, have some of the most gorgeous animated backgrounds.
Yes, I think so.
In the 90s one. I think they're both very, very good. They're just, they occupy separate niches.
Yes, I think the Sailor Moon is pretty much groundbreaking for girls. So the what is your hobbies other than reading, writing?
Huge gamer and tweeter.
Huge gamer and Twitter, I see. I see. Yes, because I often see you tweeting. How about the any famous Japanese person you know impacted you most?
The fangirl answer is Kenta Suga, who is an actor. The proper adult answer is Hideaki Anno, because watching Neon Genesis Evangelion did something to my brain as a child.
I see, Anno Hideaki. Even though his voice acting in Wind Rises was not very good, but yeah, he's still great director, I think. Okay, so the since you are looking for some Japanese students who want to enhance their English skills, can you introduce a private lesson to those viewers in 60 seconds? Go.
Yes. All right. I am a certified teaching English as a foreign language teacher, as I said, and I have about an N4 JLPT level, constantly learning. I am also a student. I want to provide completely individualized lesson plans, homework, course material to fit every level and need. I believe that learning happens when students are relaxed, having a good time, and do not feel afraid to make mistakes. I strive to share personal connections with my students to build natural speaking, listening, reading, writing skills in English. I've experienced teaching all ages, from business Englishmen to businessmen to teaching children colors and numbers, and I want to encourage all of my students to be able to interact with their interests and friends in English as well.
Very good. 50 seconds. So, okay, so the any message to those watching this interview?
Take it easy, but take it.
Which means?
Don't stress yourself out, but do what needs to be done.
Okay, and finally, yes, okay, take it easy. Okay, so finally, what is the most encouraging phrase that you'd recite when you want to pump up your motivation or crawl out from rock bottom?
Has a curse word, but I'm gonna say F it, we ball.
Yes, yeah, because you're English teacher and you cannot curse in front of students. So that is pretty good. Yes, we always use this because I listen to radio program a lot, so we hear this BS or FU or something like that. So, okay, so thank you very much, Allison. So folks, if you're interested in Allison, please follow her Twitter or Twitter, I don't know, but the account at ALLISONIANIME. And
you missed an S.
Yes, yeah, you need an S.
Allison is anime.
Allison is, yes, I forgot S. Allison is anime. And those Japanese folks sign up for her lessons since she maybe seats might be limited. And anyhow, so truly appreciate your participation in this segment, Allison. I wish you great success and we'll keep in touch.
Thank you so much, Yumio-san.
You don't need to say anymore.